Evolution is a process a lot like gravity. We can see it happening in the world around us, see examples of it in nature, but understanding how it happens is more of a challenge. Lots of scientists, all the way back to ancient Greece, have tried to figure it out. Charles Darwin gave us a theory called natural selection that explains how evolution works. There are several parts of the theory. I've broken it down into three main points here. First is that mutations happen. Mutations are mistakes in our genetic code. They are part of what makes some individuals different than others. Second is that competition happens. There are limited resources like food and mates and sunlight and shelter, so individuals have to fight for their survival. Third is that natural selection happens. Something in the environment will pick which individuals are best adapted to survive, and those individuals will have offspring more often and pass on their traits more often. Let's go back and add in these definitions. Mutations are mistakes in the DNA code. Usually they're harmless, sometimes they hurt an individual, but sometimes they actually help an organism to survive. When a mutation is helpful, we call it an adaptation. Also, mutations are how we get differences in individuals, which allows natural selection to choose between the best traits. These differences are called variation. Competition is when individuals fight for resources. Remember, survival of the fittest is not about who lives the longest or has the fanciest nest. The individuals who are the most fit are those that have the most offspring who survive. The most fit pass on their traits. Finally, natural selection is when one group passes on their traits more often than another group. There are lots of examples of this. One example is the dark versus light-colored peppered moths, which changed in frequency during the Industrial Revolution. The ash on the trees caused light moths to be eaten more. Remember, the environment, in this case the birds that ate the moths, get to do the selecting.